Welcome to Fablasana Kids Yoga, the ant and the cicada.
Hello yogis! Today we will leave the story of the cicada and the ant. But before we start, we need to say hello yogi style. So we put our hands in front of our hearts and at 3 we bend forwards and we say namaste. 1, 2, 3, namaste. So this story is the story of the cicada. To do the cicada, we lean onto our belly and we bend one knee. And then we lift the straightened leg and we put the straight leg onto the foot of our bent leg. So we do it on one side and then carefully we drop the foot, bend the other knee and lift the other leg. So this is the cicada. But in the story, there is also an ant. So we do the ant. To do the ant, we need to get on our feet wide, knees bent, elbows bent as well. And this is the hard-working ant. And this story happens during the summers. To do that, we come in front of our mat and arms against our body. And we raise our arms to the ceiling, like if you wanted to touch the sun. And then we bend forward, bend the knees to put our hands onto the floor. And we stretch one leg at the back, the other leg at the back. And slowly we come all the way down to the floor. And then we rise like a serpent, like a snake. And slowly we come back to the floor and then we lift our hands and feet, raise our bottom up and bring back one leg at the front, the other leg at the front, and we hang down for a second. And then we reach the sun, up again, and hands along our body. We do it one more time on the other side using the other leg first. We raise our hand to the ceiling or to the sun and all the way down, bending the knees if needed. And then we bring one leg at the back, the other leg at the back and slowly come all the way down. And then we raise our chests, shoulders, looking in front of us to be a snake. And slowly we come all the way back down, push on our hands, push on our feet, bottom up. And we bring one leg at the front, the other leg at the front. We hang for a second and slowly arms up above the head and arms down. Now, as it is summer, there are loads of fruit into the trees. So the cicada has plenty of food. So let's turn into a tree by putting one foot on top of the other, hands together in front of the heart, or maybe if we find our balance, we can try to put our foot against our ankle. And if we do find our balance, we can challenge ourselves by putting our foot all the way up to the thigh, on the knee. And there is plenty of food. So the cicada can choose between the apple, the pear, the apricot. What a feast! She has more than what she could dream of. And meanwhile, the ant, we do the ant again. She's working hard. She's taking the fruit, but she's saving them for the winter. But the winter isn't so long. The cicada wants to play. So she goes see her bugs friends. She goes see the spider, which is a spider, bend our knees, bring our hands behind us. And the cicada loves to sing. So she sings to her friend the spider, and the spider is dancing. So you can dance to jumping and do it. She loves it. Meanwhile, the ant is not dancing. She's not singing. She is getting ready for winter. So we do the ant again. Do you know that an ant can carry 1,000 times her weight? She's super strong. Meanwhile, the cicada is playing with her friend the butterfly. So we do the butterfly. We sit on our bottom, feet together, knees wide, and we can flap our wings. And the cicada singing again, doing a little concert for her friend. Her friend is so happy. She claps, claps, claps. And she even offers the cicada flowers. So to do the flowers, we raise our feet, we try to balance, and we slide our hands and our arms under our feet to turn into flowers. Oh, what a magnifique bouquet we're doing all together, right? And the ant doesn't have time to chase flowers and butterflies. She needs to work. She needs to get ready for the winter. So we do the ant again, carrying on loads of food on her shoulders. And the cicada, she's still playing. She went to see her friend the frog. So we do the frog. We keep our feet wide and we squat. And we put our hands together. Elbows are opening, our knees wider. And they're doing some exercise together. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. They're having so much fun. But meanwhile, the ant is working. She's looking at the cicada, thinking, what is the cicada going to do during the winter? Now, the ant is ready. So she's going back home. And she's preparing sandwiches. So we turn into sandwiches. We sit on our bottom, legs straight in front of us, and we take some ingredients that she found in the wild, so she found outside, to put them in our sandwich. We turn to one side and the other, maybe one more time, to make very yummy sandwiches. And then we need to close our sandwich. To do that, we can put our hands on our legs. We need to try to keep our back very straight, like a slice of bread. Or maybe we can catch our ankles, or maybe our toes, and maybe we can try to close our sandwich even more. We can bend the knees if needed. Meanwhile, the cicada wants to enjoy the last few nice days. It is fall or autumn now, but sometimes it's raining and sometimes it is sunny, and when we have both at the same time, it is a rainbow. So let's turn into a rainbow. We need to be on our knees, open one leg on the side, put one hand on the other side onto the mat, and then we straighten our arm above us to turn into a rainbow. The cicada is really enjoying every second. Oh, look, another rainbow on the other side. So we come back onto our knees, open to the other side, put our hands onto the mat, open big. And here it is, the last rainbow of the season. Now that it is fall or autumn, it's getting really cold. Cicada is very hungry. So we do a trick again. We put one foot on top of the other, hands together. And if we had our balance on the first side, we can do what we did on the other side. So maybe hand on our ankle, or if we had the balance before, we take our foot all the way up to our thighs. But now, there is no more apples, no more pear, no more apricots. So we need to reach higher, higher, higher to try to get the last fruit, but there is nothing left. Trees are losing their leaves. There is no more fruit in them. Cicada is super hungry. And she's cold, so she's trying to warm up. To warm up, we stand on one leg again. We bend the other leg to put our ankle on top of our knee. And we lean forward. The more we lean forward, the more maybe we can get some heat and warm up a bit. the cicada is so cold. Let's try on the other side. We bend the leg, bend the knee. On the other side, put the ankle on top of the knee, and we lean forward. Oh, it is way too cold for the cicada. Oh, she's trying again, but on the floor. So we lay on the floor, on our back, knees bent, feet on the floor, and then we put one ankle on top of our leg, and maybe we catch our knee to try to create some heat. It's so cold, and it's only gonna get colder and colder. We try on the other side. Put our ankle on top of our bend leg, and we try to bring our knee closer to our chest. Ooh, it's so cold. Oh, but she sees smoke coming out of the chimneys. It smells delicious. Ooh. Maybe she has some food to share. So she's going to the hen house and she's knocking at the door. So we are on our knees again, open to one side again, but this time we're into the straightened leg to the door. And she knocks at the door. She asks, "Hi, it's me, Cicada. Any chance you have some food for me?" And she looks through the door and she sees all the yummy food on the table. We do the table. To do that, we are on our bottom, feet on the floor, hands behind our bottom, and we raise our bottom to be a very straight table. Oh, all the sandwiches that the aunt prepared on the table. Oh, that looks so good. We put our bottom back on the floor, and also there are loads of candles everywhere, so we turn into a candle. We raise our legs up to the sky, and we can stay like this, or maybe we can try to reach our toes. Or if you've already done this position, we can turn into a proper candle by raising our bottom, placing our hands on our lower back. Look at this, all the candles. Oh, it's warm. The cicada can feel the warmth on her face. Oh. But the ant still hasn't opened the door, so we bring slowly our bottom back to the floor, and we turn into a door again on the other side. So we are on our knees, we open one leg straight to the side, and we lean on that straight leg. And the ant asks, "What did you do during the summer?" She knows the answers, but she still asks. The cicada says, "Well, I sung. I was singing during the summer." "Oh, you were singing, right? Well, you can dance now." And she slams the door to her face. How rude. Oh, so the poor cicada is so cold. So she danced. So we dance yogi style. We are on our feet. We bend one leg. We catch our foot. We raise the leg on the other side. We raise the arm on the other side. And then we try to get our foot away from our bottom. And we lean forward. That's dancer's pose. Oh, but that's not warming her up at all. Oh, we try on the other side. Bend the knee, catch the foot, raise the arm, and lean forward. Oh, that's not helping at all. Oh, so she lays down and gives herself a big hug to create some heat. She's so cold. So she just lays on the snow, very cold, very, very cold. And she falls asleep for a second. And we are too laying down, enjoying the fact that we are not laying in the snow, in the cold. And we have some food coming maybe soon, or that we had food soon, or that we had food in the morning that was very yummy. And we can relax. I mean, it is important to not rely on people, but it is also nice to know that you can count on the person you love. And the cicada probably should have worked a bit harder, and maybe if she did and the ant saw her working hard, she would have been more willing to help. But it's also nice to open the door to someone and actually be there for the person who needs it. And now we can start to wiggle our fingers and our toes, arms and legs. And we bring our knees to our chest, give ourselves a big hug again. And we turn to the side, make a pillow with our hands. And slowly we bring ourselves back to a seated position. Try to keep your eyes closed. If you open your eyes at some point, try to close them again. Now you can congratulate yourself for all the effort you made to live this adventure together. And now it's time to say goodbye. So we put our hands in front of our heart, and at 3 we bend forward and we say namaste. 1, 2, 3, namaste. You can open your eyes now. Have a good day, yogis.
You can find the script of this story on my website, fablasana.com. You can also follow me on Instagram for more tips. And don't forget to subscribe.